Welcome to Studio Chatter. Well, it may have taken us 8 years, but this is our 200th episode. Do you feel any older?
I'm so proud. I don't feel older.
Older,
do you?
Older, but like we've graduated.
No,
like
successful.
now we're in high school.
Yes.
Or college.
It's a different level.
We are.
Does that mean retirement's in 8 years?
I don't know.
No.
We'll see.
Are they going to pay our retirement?
Oh, we'll talk to Pete
We shall
about that.
see, right?
I don't
Someone
know.
feels a little older today.
A little bit.
Happy birthday,
yes.
Natasha.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
We'll do
20?
some gifts at the end of the show.
Okay.
If you
Let's
can
do it.
hold out
hardly
until
wait.
then.
You know me. That's my love
I know.
language. I know it's hard.
I can't even believe you were willing to come and spend the evening with us.
She wanted to.
Oh,
I
yes.
know.
Birthday.
I know.
I would have been like, I'm out.
Yeah. That was so
You know
kind.
that I love my type here.
I know. That's
Yay.
awesome.
We're going to
So
celebrate.
excited.
I have good news. I have been holding off to, because sometimes we share and then reshare.
Okay.
But my daughter had a baby 2 days ago.
She did have a baby.
Stacy. She was 2 weeks early, and can I tell you his name? I started crying.
Oh.
Beck.
Oh.
I know. And his middle name is R after Grandpa Paul Beck. I think a lot of our viewers will know Paul, and his middle name was
Yeah,
R.
because he would never have your last name.
No. And I kept telling my kids, Beck is a good name. Beckett, Beckham. And she kept saying, I don't like Beckett. I don't like Beckham. So when I went to the hospital and it was Beck, I said, I thought you hated that name. I don't like the other two, but I like Beck.
I love it. My
that's
sister named
awesome.
her son Cole. My last
Yeah.
name is Coles, and I loved it. I love that it carries on.
I know.
But
I'm happy.
congrats, we
Thank
didn't
you.
even know.
How
Did you
many
post about
grandkids
it?
is this
I
for
have
you?
not posted because she
Okay.
hasn't posted. Number 6 and then number 7 will be here at the end of May.
Wow.
Wow, moving
So,
right along.
You're catching up.
I
You
might-
may
yep.
surpass me. I feel like I'm going to have
What
a
are you
stalemate
at?
for a minute.
7?
7, almost 8.
Okay.
We're getting there.
Natasha, me and you don't
Nope,
have
not yet.
grandkids
No, I'm like, well, we're finishing elementary school and we'll be moving into middle
Yes.
school and one moving into high school, which is kind of
I know
crazy.
your youngest
fun.
is my oldest granddaughter's age.
Right.
And
That
I
is
love it.
crazy
I love
to
it.
me. That's exciting. Well,
Yeah.
see, diversity here.
Yeah,
Yes.
girl.
yeah.
It's
Angela,
really
it's great
good.
to have you
different
with us on our 200th episode.
I know.
Yes, we love
I
you for
feel
joining
lucky I
us.
get to come.
Yeah.
It's been
We're
a minute.
good team, guys.
I know. We've been able to really plow through and be here
You've
when
been
needed.
strong and
For a good
haven't
2
needed
months?
me. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now, here's to 200 more episodes.
Yes.
400,
something like that,
Yeah, we're
right?
gonna do
More.
it. Let's do it.
All right, well, let's do it. We have many wonderful guests to talk with. Let's get the chatter started. Even though marking our 200th episode doesn't qualify as a birthday, we decided that we had to have a cake. Let's welcome Rebecca Christensen with Baked Bliss to the table.
Welcome. Thank you.
Giddy. We are giddy.
You
at
brought
this
us something
food.
yummy, and I mean, look at how gorgeous.
It's all
ladies.
gorgeous.
It is for our 200th and Natasha.
And Natasha's birthday.
I mean, we
was
tried
like
to double.
Yeah.
Yep.
Thanks for joining us.
Yes.
Oh, thank you for having me. I'm so happy to be here.
Okay, so my daughter just talks her up all the
Okay.
time. Knox, my 7-year-old grandson,
Okay.
begs to go down every time that she's on the corner of the Fast Gas in Salem
Okay.
to get the eclairs. So tell us a little bit about you and how you got into this business.
So a few years ago, my kids were all in school, and I was thinking, what should I do with my life now? And I was talking with a good friend, and she was saying, what would you love to do? What is your idea of what you would love to do? And I said, well, I'd love to open a bakery and make custom cakes for people. And it just kind of morphed into like, what else can I do and make, and what will people want to buy? And so
Everything. We will want to buy all of it.
Anything delicious. So is the eclair like your forte kind of dessert, or?
So I don't make anything unless it's good. Like if it's not good, I'm not gonna make it.
I love you.
So my eclairs kind of turned into a really popular thing, and then I thought it'd be fun to make something that is all of my favorite things in one dessert. So I love croissants, I love my eclairs, I love strawberries, and I love chocolate. So it's a croissant
happen
filled
to
with
like
my
those.
eclair cream, strawberries and ganache, and it's really turning into this great
Do you have a
thing.
name for it? What do
Yes,
you,
she
what do you
does.
call that?
I call it my strawberries and cream croissant.
Oh, yeah.
And it's Rebecca's favorite.
Yes.
Like on the little
It
menu.
is. So have you always loved to bake?
Yes, I've loved to bake my entire life, and I've learned I'm more comfortable in the kitchen than anywhere.
Then in front of a camera.
Do you have
Of
a day
course.
job, or is this the day job?
This is the day job.
While you're on camera, can we start slicing the cake
Oh,
so
of
Natasha
course.
can have the
Yes.
first
I need
bite?
to sing a little happy birthday.
Yeah, what kind of cake?
So it's a chocolate cake, and I put my eclair cream in anything I can. So it has my eclair cream as the filling.
Wow. Goodness.
And buttercream frosting.
Oh, Natasha, thanks for having
My mouth is watering.
for having a 200th episode. Just kind of worked.
I went super springy because everyone is just loving
it's
springtime
such a
right
beautiful
now.
Yes, it is.
And
Oh my
Gorgeous.
gosh.
the first slice is always hard to do, but
Happy
You do
birthday.
weddings.
wedding cakes,
Birthdays.
a lot of birthday cakes,
What are some of the flavors? Like I would, of course, buy chocolate, but someone else might want something different.
I do a lot of chocolate. Red velvet is always
Okay.
fun. Vanilla. Vanilla is fun to get like different flavors like raspberry and strawberry and
Thank
things
you.
like that. Oreo cakes.
Oh.
Biscoff is always fun.
love
That's the
Biscoff.
one. That
Yes.
is the one I would want. Now, where can we buy this? So when we want to go and purchase all of it.
So I'm mostly a custom
delish.
bakery. You kind of have to call and order it. But I take my trailer out on Wednesdays and Thursdays. Wednesdays I'm at the Salem Fast Gas parking lot from 4 to 6. Thursdays I'm in the Napa parking lot in Payson from 4 to 6.
Okay.
And then I'll be at Salem Days, Onion Days, the Scottish Festival, some of the concerts in the park in Salem, and just randomly here and there.
And then you have an Instagram and somewhere where people can order.
Yes, RebeccasBakedBliss.com. Rebecca's Baked Bliss is my Instagram and Facebook.
Okay.
The letter R, Baked Bliss is my .com is my website.
Okay. Thank you.
And
This frosting.
It's divine, isn't it?
I have a few tricks to make it just taste.
Do you have any help in the kitchen at all? Or it's all you all the time?
I do have 2 employees. I have one that comes and helps me like package everything,
Okay.
get everything ready to go. And then I have a girl that comes and washes my dishes, and that's wonderful. To just
Wow.
This is divine.
Okay, it is divine. I wish that we had more time.
But
Hey.
you know what I love the very most, though? I mean, everything tastes so divine, but the presentation.
Yeah.
For Easter, she had little crushed Cadbury eggs on top, and you're just to perfection.
So if I went to your food truck this Wednesday, you would have all of this.
all of this I would have.
Okay.
I always have these things, and then occasionally I'll throw in like Danishes or like just any kind of
Okay.
pastry that just you can't find in the store.
Well, I think you're going to see us at the food truck.
Yes. Okay.
Thank you.
Like and follow everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
you.
Thanks so much.
It's just not possible to say how much we love our sponsors, especially our friends at My Sister's Closet. And we look good. Let's welcome
Yes,
Chelsea
we do.
Carr to the chatter.
Hi, you do look good.
Welcome back.
Thank you. It is always so much fun to come visit. I'm always crazy to how quickly time flies between my visits
Well,
here.
it's always so much fun to go shopping.
I know.
And you came just in time for our 200th episode
know.
and Natasha's birthday. So
Oh,
happy
have some
birthday.
Is it like wrong for me to try some right now?
No,
because
please do.
It'll just give you the little
Little
bit of energy. It's
Isn't
good,
that
huh?
tasty?
Oh, it's so
perfect.
delicious. Okay, I gotta put it here, or else I'll be shoving my face while we chat, and that won't be very, very ladylike of me.
So tell us, I mean, such diversity, so many dresses when I went in there, right? But tell us what the new trends are right now.
Oh, there's lots of trends going on right now. Everyone was looking so cute and
Kind of different. We all
Very
are
different.
yeah.
I know, and it's so fun to see all of the things you picked and all of your different styles, which is what I love about working for MMC, is because no matter what your style is or what you lean towards, you're gonna find something for pretty much everyone.
Yeah. Yes.
So let's just kind of talk about what you guys are wearing, and we're gonna go off here because Natasha, I was so excited when I saw what you were wearing. That is one of our.
Is this Lena and Lou?
It's Lena and Lou. it's one of our designs.
Yeah, I love it. And
It's something
perfect.
we designed, so you can't get that anywhere else. Designed by us. It's a set, so top and bottom, and sets are still in. They're just kind of, the silhouettes are just kind of changing. Whereas a few years ago, we were talking about like very oversized, like kind of like baggy sweats and sets and things like that. And now we're kind of coming into more of a clean, tailored look where it can be very comfy, but you can also mix and match and still wear it out and about. Like, you look perfect for your job right now.
Thank you.
But you could also sleep in it.
It's true. I love it for that reason.
Yeah.
I told her it was
busy
kind of
mom,
like
running around.
foundational and like timeless.
Yes,
like
but
that
not
outfit
wanting
you
to
can wear
look-
to anything.
Yes.
And she's wearing black heels, which just elevated it. But she could have come in Nikes.
And it would have been
Which
cute,
I did
too.
earlier. I had my navy Nikes on
perfect.
earlier, and I did. I
There
just
you
kinda wanted to
go.
dress it up a little bit. So, yeah, it
Sweatshirt
is.
tied around your waist.
Yep.
Yep, I love it. And that material, we really picked a nice material that was
Quality. It is
Quality.
very good quality.
It's quality, but we really wanted to make sure it was like a good medium weight. So it's not going to be too heavy for the summer and the warmer, but it's not going to be so light that you feel like it's cheap. You know what I mean? It's going to stand up to washes over and over again. You're going to get as much wear out of it as you possibly can. So I'm really proud of the fabric, and it does come in a tan gingham color too.
Oh, we are talking about this.
Yes, it's
Yep.
very cute. And in
Maybe
our full,
next show.
Yeah,
Yes,
next,
maybe.
Well, next show I'll have even more for you guys to choose
I just mean like
from.
in 2 weeks, she could go shopping and
Oh, there
come
you go.
again.
Yep.
Ah, I love how you think.
New drops
So
every
good.
Friday.
Yes, I know, every Friday, yes. And it comes in our full size range of extra small through 3X. And that includes extra large as well. Do you like my?
I do
Extra
like
large
that.
as well.
I speak with my hands as
yes,
well.
some people, some size runs skip the extra large, and that's actually a really important size to include in our full size run.
Okay.
To go from large to 1X, there's a big gap, so we wanted to make sure, in just like measurements and stuff.
I never knew this.
Yes, when we first started doing Lean In and Lou, we actually weren't doing extra large, and that's when we realized we were having some issues where the large was too small for some people, but the 1X was too big.
Right.
And we went back and now we cut everything with an extra large included.
Perfect.
So, yes.
Americana.
Always a thing, especially here in Spanish Fork. You can
Yes.
never start too early with the rodeo press.
Yes.
Exactly where my mind went to.
Exactly.
And I think this last week I've been really like, I have graphic tees, but I just always want more.
Always. You
And
can never
I
go
walked
wrong.
in, I'm like, I think the graphic tee.
Yep.
That
That's
was cute.
Yes.
Got me
I'll be
excited.
wearing it all summer.
All summer, Fiesta Days was right around the corner.
Yes.
Can you believe that?
No.
Nah, that means sidewalk sales are also right around the corner.
Yay.
We're already talking about it. So yes, graphic tees never go out of style. The style of the graphic tee will always change, but we love the Western trend that is definitely here. Okay, I'm gonna skip me for a second because we're talking about your cute jumpsuit. You can't really
Love the
tell, but it's a whole onesie.
It is, and it's so comfortable with pockets.
And functioning buttons, which we also love. This material, this kind of like gauzy textured material, very in right now. It's breathable, it's so lightweight, it's not see-through. The cool thing about it is that there are some materials in the summer where you like, if you get a little sweaty, they'll wrinkle. This is already wrinkled.
I was going to say, I did this one.
Yes,
It's like so
but it's-
comfortable,
yes.
lightweight, but it's true. Like I sit all day at work, and I was like, this won't matter.
No, it won't. It's
crease.
not going to look, it's not going to crease awkwardly. It's just going to have that texture immediately. We have a lot of dresses coming in this material too, just so breathable, perfect for the warmer weather.
It seems to lay right to and not be boxy.
Yep,
For
just
that.
kind of like that perfect kind of like straight silhouette for sure. And you are in our cute little pink
Yes,
sweater
yes,
vest.
yes.
Sweater vests, still a thing through summer. I know that might seem counterintuitive for it to be like, it's summer, why would you wear a sweater? But this waffle-like material, it's very lightweight and is still very breathable, and the sweater vest silhouette is going to be very, very comfortable for summer too. So,
Perfect.
and it leans into that coastal trend that we're seeing.
Yes.
Lots of, we call it, I think we talked about this before, but coastal grandmother. That's like what they're calling it.
I'm a
is
coastal grandmother.
I know, but that's
Who's
not
the
to like
grandma now,
Yeah.
Stacy?
And I'm loving all the
But it's not an age. It's just like there's just like that certain like an old money Nantucket
Yes.
on the Cape.
Ralph Lauren.
Like yes, and all the youngins on TikTok are calling it coastal grandma. So okay,
they are.
you know,
Totally.
but like
classy.
in the best way possible.
Yeah.
Okay, so moving on, I want to talk about a couple other things. Mainly, I brought some fun Lena and Lou things. So we talked about it. It's our exclusive design. We're really, it's 15 years of business for us. So your 200th episode, this month we're celebrating 15 years of business. Yes, I know.
So cool.
And in the last 2 years, we've really leaned into our exclusive designs. And this year, they've just like coming out of our ears in the best way possible. So I wanted to bring some of them. I'm wearing one.
That's darling.
I know, this is perfect.
so
We really
pretty.
wanted to make sure we got some more bridal appropriate dresses in. So it still has our modified neckline. It's very figure flattering, knee length, not see-through. It's got a nice little texture to it. So I'm really excited about this one. Like these ones just came today. So like very, very
I
excited
love
about
the
that.
sleeves on this.
I do too. I love that.
We had a midi length in pink and blue earlier this, and it did so well because they're also perfect bridesmaids dresses. So we're trying to like kind of check off a couple boxes with the same dress where I could wear this even though I'm not a bride in the summer. It's so cute, but could be great for bridal. The blue and pink one's perfect for bridesmaids, but perfect for just spring or Easter. Lots of different ways you can just like spin your style to fit an occasion. Okay.
Okay, Mommy and Me.
I know. I was so excited. I had to bring the Emma Line dress. This is another one of our designs. We based this design literally. We just saw this tiny scrap of fabric, and I was like, we have to do something with that. It was giving me like Bridgerton vibes. You know what I mean?
You can brag. This is your design.
Yes, this is my design, and it's been so cool to watch it come to life. And it has been so fun to do Mommy and Me, and this has been one of our best sellers. I have loved seeing all of the Mommy and Me photos coming in. I got to photograph my nieces in this dress with my sister, so it was really, really exciting.
What size does Mommy and Me start at?
It starts at 3T and it goes to size 7-8. So that pretty like long size range.
Because
from,
after
like,
7-8, they don't want to dress like their mom.
That's true.
And then moms, do you have extra small through 3X?
Correct. Yep.
And then 2 more quickies for
Yep, 2 more quickies. Let me go real quick here. I'll hand this one to you. All right, this is another Lena and Lou in that beautiful blue and white floral pattern that we're still seeing a lot of. And it does have that smocking, the tied bow in the back, fully lined. Size is extra small through 3X. And then this one isn't a Lena and Lou, but I did want to bring it because it is leaning into that cottagecore trend. So you have coastal grandma, you have cottagecore, where it's something you would wear while you're like frolicking around in the forest with your
Skipping
basket.
through the forest.
Literally
Yes,
another
yes,
trend,
I
and this
love
one
it, yes.
really exemplifies that cottagecore trend with the beautiful kind of fabrics and the piping. You would wear this frolicking through the woods. So
Yes, you would.
yes, right?
Pockets for the pebbles that you would
Pockets, yep,
collect.
yes.
Pockets for the pebbles.
So that's just a little taste of what we're seeing in the next couple months.
Thank you for joining us.
Beautiful.
And thank you for sponsoring us.
Always, always, always.
Okay, we'll see you in a quarter.
I'll see you in a quarter. See you in a couple.
Okay.
We'll
See you
talk
next
about
week.
fall probably. Can you believe that?
No, not yet.
Not yet. Maybe we'll talk about late summer first.
Okay,
Yes.
Thanks, Chelsea.
Of course.
We have been blessed with our own personal set decorator, and she has done it yet again. Let's welcome Stacy Stone with Curated Home Design to the table.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Thank
This
you.
is so cute.
Thank
I mean,
you.
everything.
All of
I
it.
love this little collection back there.
Blue and
So
yellow.
pretty.
Yes. Two of my favorite colors right now. Like I have a lot of blue in my home. So when I walked in and you were here, we were
Yep,
both like,
we
this
commented
looks
right away.
so good.
It's so funny because I was telling my daughter-in-law like how for a long time I wasn't a blue fan. I think because I grew up with the blue carpet in our living room and the blue velvet sofa.
Okay, maybe
and
that's why I'm just starting to
And mauve. It was the blue and mauve era.
Yes.
Yep.
And now I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm loving blue again. I just told my daughter-in-law that the other day, but we had so much blue.
So
in
Stacey,
our
what are
house.
the trends for 2025 this summer? What should we be looking for?
I think these colors are really trendy too. Of course, like the burgundy is really big, and the peaches, and kind of more
It's
of
like
those.
Ralph Lauren, like
Yes,
80s come
it is.
back again.
In
It
our
really
house,
is.
though, not just for clothes?
Yes, that's exactly what
Peach
it
in our
is.
house.
Yeah.
Oh, that is 80s.
My
Wait, but
sister
tell
has
me
been
they're
doing,
gonna have,
dark
like-
forest green walls,
dark
and navy
forest.
blues, and yeah.
But are they going to start coloring the bathtubs and the toilets too, and the sinks?
Why not?
I'm like, I don't know if I can, like, I don't feel like I'm old enough to like be redoing what I grew up with, but obviously I am old enough to be doing that. Do you know what I mean?
Yes, I
But I'm
do.
like, am I that old? But I'm doing a black tub in the parade home, but I don't think I could do a colored.
Yeah, let's talk about the Prada homes.
Let's do
Yes.
and give her some cake.
And here's some
Yes,
cake.
there's some
Yes.
cake.
Yes.
So the
So
Prada
much.
homes, Utah Valley Prada homes, June 6th through 21st?
Yes, it might
Around
be the
there?
5th. It's either the 5th
Okay.
or the 6th.
And I know because our company publishes the Parade Homes
Yes.
magazine, there are 40 homes. So your home is in what city?
Elkridge.
Elk Ridge. How big is it?
It is about 8,000 square feet.
And have you ever done one before?
No, I haven't.
How are you hoping out?
I'm tired.
Somebody
So
get her a
what do you
Diet
do?
Coke.
Yes.
What does that encompass to
So
do that?
on mine, I did, so when they hired me, they had already drawn up the first set of plans, but then I made a lot of changes as much as I could to what was drawn up. And then they actually hired me to do the exterior as well. So mine's all interior from ground to all of it. You know
So
what I mean?
paint colors, styles?
Everything, all styles.
So you're building this house. You want to move in with
Yes,
them, don't you?
I know. I said that. I think I want to move into the basement, but then I also did all of the exterior. So I'm picking out the colors for the pool, the sports court, all of the outdoor furniture as well, all of the exterior colors. So yeah.
So what's one of your favorite things about the house?
I love the cabinets. I love what we did on the island. We've done a lot of things that I haven't seen before.
Okay.
But I also tried to keep it, because obviously I don't want to be that designer that a family can't live in. And so in the end, like, I want it to look good for the parade, but I'm building this home for a family and I want them to love it. So it is a lot more neutral colors. You won't see the crazy wallpaper. Wallpaper's a huge thing right now.
Do you install wallpaper?
No, I know somebody that does.
You do?
but Yes.
Yeah, I've had a sample on my wall for a year.
Yes.
She's ready
I can
to
help
commit.
you. Yes.
Talking about beautiful colors, tell us about
Okay,
these bows
so really
as well.
quick, I'll just tell you about the bows that you guys know we do at Stone Drug. So we have these up. This one I think is going to have to go on my front door because
so
I love
cute.
it. But I did some like more for Mother's Day.
there's
Some
some of
fun
those
ones, and then
colors
also
for
yes,
Okay.
and then the ones
Oh
This
my
one.
gosh. Oh, see, I'm like,
one.
Yeah.
Oh
Look
my
at
gosh.
that one.
isn't that so cute? And
I
this
guess.
one
Stacy.
with
Oh,
the ribbons,
Yes.
I just
Okay, those
love.
gold stars.
So every one that we
cute.
were doing, I'm like, okay,
I
no,
need
this
that
is the
one.
one I want on my
Yes,
door.
I love
But it was
that.
really fun. I love the red, white, and blue. I think that my family's extra patriotic because of my dad.
Yeah.
That was in the Guard, and so anything to do with patriotic, I love.
think I
So-
feel like with Memorial Day and then the 4th of July and then
Yes.
Fiesta Days, like I love my 4th of
Yes.
July or red, white, and
It
blue
can stay
out
up.
From
Yeah.
June to
Yes,
like
that's the
September.
thing.
I
That's
feel
why I was like, I'm going to do some that are kind of more Mother's Day with the florals. And then, I mean, you could even do this one in May, but you know what I mean. But
Okay,
so
yes.
the Mother's Day ones will be in Stone Drug like this week.
Okay.
And then the 4th of July will probably start mid of May. I'll
Okay.
put the, or
And if
the
we're
Memorial
lucky
Day.
enough, we'll go visit you at the home
Yes.
that you designed.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
Sweater to go
Thanks
with
for
them.
everything
Yes,
that you do
thank
here.
you.
We love it.
Yes, of course.
Take a wooden bowl, add some wax and a wick, and you've got just the perfect gift. Welcome Jessica Apsley and Joelle Day from Center and Main Company to the program.
Welcome, welcome.
So we've met a couple times. I think I saw you at an expo, like the Utah Mom's Favorite Things. Were you there? So I saw you there, and then at a Chamber of Commerce women's event, and I'm like, let's get them in here.
Yes.
And you guys do a lot of fun things. So tell us about Center and Main.
All right. We are a local candle company. We also make room sprays, but really our love is gift giving. So we do a lot of gift sets, gift baskets, and just anything that inspires someone to give a gift to someone else.
So Center and Main, you're located right here on Spanish Fork Main Street and Center Street.
No, so we actually don't have a physical location, but
Okay.
we wanted that hometown feel, which is why we named it Center and Main.
Okay, I love that.
Okay, so which one's Jessica? Which
I'm Jessica.
you're Jessica and Joelle. And then how did you two?
Yep.
Are you friends? Are you neighbors?
Goes way back.
It goes way back.
Frenemies, they're
have
frenemies.
been- no, never that. We have been friends since we were like 18 years old. So
That's awesome.
wow. Yeah.
Back to Center and Main. Sorry, I got.
But Stacy still wants to.
I
you
just
to have
want to
a
know,
shop
like,
there.
where
Yes.
do I go? Because you don't
Yes.
have a brick and mortar.
Right, yes.
So we'd go online.
Yes, our website, www.centerandmainco.com, has all of our items, our gift sets, everything.
Okay, so we can just buy it and then you ship directly to everybody.
Absolutely. Or we have
pickup?
local pickup.
Yay! I
love
local
that.
pickup in town, so save
Yeah.
on the shipping.
Yes.
Or last minute gift
Yep.
And then we're like, please help.
Yeah, and with Mother's Day just around the corner, this would be perfect.
Yes.
But you
smells
also
so
do
good.
candle, like I know I have one or two of these.
I have
Do you
purchased some
have
of these from
parties
someone,
and
I'm
refill them?
obsessed.
So we do have warehouse parties at our warehouse occasionally where you can bring your vessels, and it doesn't have to be ours, and we will help you refill them there, or you can buy a refill kit and we'll ship it to you.
Oh, so we just kind of tell you what size we need,
Yep.
and then you trust us.
Absolutely, it's super easy.
We're gonna walk you through it today.
Okay.
And I love
I know.
I love
Look
the
at me
ceramic
because
and I love the
I'm
wood.
not
Yes.
the
So
crafter
that's
here.
an option to
Yes, you can
fill.
refill either
Okay.
the ceramic
Okay.
or the wood.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, show us how to do that, because I bet a lot of us have empty containers.
Well, you get your little kit, so you order what size. So it comes with a wax, and then this has your wicks
Okay.
and your oil.
Okay.
And we pre-melted this, so
Okay.
And the oil is a scent?
Yes.
And the
It's
color
a
or
fragrance.
just scent?
No color. We don't do any dyes or additives. Everything is really clean that we use, and so we don't add any color.
So, but different smells, though, right? What,
Yeah.
Okay.
So all of our fragrances are what they call carefree fragrances. So they're phthalate-free, they're paraben-free, they're free of carcinogens. They're the good things that aren't going to mess with your endocrine system. So, yeah.
It's good to know. And unfortunately, the TV does not have a smeller.
smell-o-vision.
So I just want to say, like, right when you guys started setting up, I was just like, oh,
It smells very good.
this is nice. And
Start
it's
showing us how to
fresh.
do that.
What scent
And
is
then we
in
can
here
keep
right
asking
now?
questions.
There's no scent in
Nothing
this
in
right
it right
now.
now? Okay.
Yeah,
We'll
we're
go
about
ahead
to.
and the first thing you want to do though is you want to put your wicks in. So we just use a hot glue gun. So all you have to do is have a hot glue gun and a microwave at home. And I'll just put these in here.
Okay.
Super easy.
So if
even the not crafty can do it.
Okay. I don't know.
Is there a certain space that you want them spaced out, or
Measure
just,
with your heart.
Yeah.
Okay.
Use your best judgment.
And what if you're refilling? Do you have to like pry off the wicks from before?
Yeah, they're pretty easy to get off
Okay.
though.
So you can use I use a blow dryer and just get it warm, and then they just slide right off. So if you want to dump in the fragrance, and then you can stir it while she's getting that ready.
dump
How
the whole
much?
thing in?
All of it.
Kind of eyeball
Yep.
it.
Oh, she can do that.
I feel like
Let me
it is.
smell.
I feel like I'm doing
That is
I have a
vanilla.
little bit of experience.
Vanilla bean.
so good.
It's like a yummy
There's
baked
another
treat. Yep, get those drips in there.
Ew, it smells like we're baking.
So you'll microwave it at home,
Okay.
and then it has all the instructions on the back of this, step by step, walks you through.
Easy enough.
Yep, pictures.
Is that a
Now
good
keep
amount
stirring
of stirring?
a little bit more.
You have to stir for 2 minutes actually.
Oh, wow.
So we probably won't do
this
this full
is
time, but
exciting.
Yeah. But it will be great.
I'm gonna stir.
And then I just put the wicks in, super easy. At home, so you can see that these wicks kind of will fall over a little bit. At home, we usually have people who use like a wooden spoon to just kind of keep it in place
until it hardens.
until
the
it
wicks.
hardens.
Because it'll kind of goo into each other.
It'll
maybe.
just kind of flop over, and if it does, it's fine. You just kind of pull at it, and then you
As
can.
it cools. How long does it take for this when you pour it in there to cool and to harden?
It takes about an hour, I would say, to get it fully hardened. But the interesting thing about candles is that once you pour it, it actually takes up to 2 weeks for the scent to fully be smellable.
Really?
Full
Really a
scent
word.
throw.
Yeah, full scent throw.
Maximum scent throw.
And why is that? Do we know?
Science.
Okay, perfect. Yep.
Weird
The science
There we
people
go.
know stuff.
Here, you get to pour it in.
Yep,
It's all
they
you.
sure do.
Okay.
Stacy,
I'll hold this so you don't get burned.
do it well.
So not all of it will go in there, so you'll just want to watch it.
Okay.
So if we have our vessels of our own, we could just order one of the refill things
can
because
put a
I
little more
do
in
have
there.
some pretty ones that I love and I hate to throw them away.
Yeah, no.
You
And
told
we
me
do.
not to.
If
You're
you
great.
follow us on
That's
social
perfect.
media, we do
Right
refill
there.
parties
So you see how this one's
at the
kinda
warehouse.
See, that
special.
would be great.
So you just want to.
Oh my goodness.
Let's see your pen. Let's see if that'll work.
That smells so good.
That's vanilla
Oh
bean.
yeah,
right?
That pen is perfect. Right there, like that.
so you just put it across.
Look at that.
Well, if I wanted to send this kit to somebody across the country, will you do drop shipping?
Yeah.
You can do
We
that.
ship all over the U.S.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that would be like a perfect gift to send someone.
Maybe you could send them a whole candle done and then this
Right.
for like a refill. Because I feel like once I get a
that.
good
Like
one, I
that's-
burn it in like a couple days. I just love it.
Oh, I could tell you how to make it last longer.
Please do.
Okay, so before you light your candle, here, will you hand me one of?
Sure.
Okay, thanks.
That one
wanna
might be harder to see, actually. Let's just do the big one.
Okay. So before you light your candle, you want to trim your wicks to 1/4 inch. So even shorter than that, every time. So
Every time you start
every time.
Never
Why?
have done
So
that.
explain that.
That's
because
my
I-
problem.
So if you don't trim your wicks, then your wicks get really long and your flame gets really big.
Yes, it does.
And the bigger your flame, the more it's pulling through the wick. So it'll burn through your candle faster.
Okay.
So short.
Yeah.
Short wick.
Short wick.
So cut off that burnt stuff.
And once
And
they're
if
burnt, you
you-
can just
yeah.
pinch them off.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I
Your
learned
hands
something
will
new.
get
That was a good tip.
Right?
And then every time you burn it, you want to let it burn all the way to the edge of your candle to keep it looking pretty. So that way it doesn't get tunneling.
Okay.
So, yeah.
All these
Grandkids.
terms that we had.
Yeah, I have my kids
Yes.
like to put their fingers in it when it's all soft,
Yep,
and then I
ditto.
see it later. And
Oh.
Make
It's their
fingertips, mummies. And then tell us a little
Yes.
bit about the sprays, really
Okay.
quick.
So these are our room sprays made of clean ingredients just like everything else. These are for like a quick room refresh. So candles are more like ambiance, long lasting scent. This is quick room refresh, great in bathrooms, the car, if you have people coming over and somebody just did something smelly. That never happens.
Never at our house.
But sometimes when you're baking or, kids' dirty shoes are in the laundry room, you just need a quick
You're
little
just
spray.
Spritzer.
Yes.
And how much are these?
These are $25 or $24.99 on our website. They last forever.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah, and this is our most popular scent, Island Breeze. It's very fruity, and then our second most popular is Revitalize, which is also like a very clean, lemony smell.
That's the one that I would like.
so we can find you online.
Yep. Yes.
And what was your website again?
Centerandmainco.com.
Center and Main Co.
on all the social platforms.
Yeah.
All
Thank you
right.
for bringing us good vibes.
Thank you, ladies.
Yes. Thank you.
It took us 8 years to hit 200 episodes. Our next guest does that in 1 year. Let's welcome Rebecca Cressman from FM 100 to the table.
Welcome, Hi, guys. I'm so glad to be back. And I hadn't thought about how many episodes we have in radio. It's
We have
every
nothing
day.
on you, honey. I can't even imagine.
5 hours every day.
Right.
And are you still going to Salt Lake?
Maybe.
I still go to Salt Lake City. Yeah.
Oh, and remember when you were here 5 years ago? Was it like?
yeah.
We didn't do Zoom with you, right? Or
No, I was here
you
in
were
person.
Here.
Yeah.
So it
Yeah.
would have been like later 2020 when we were allowed to be together.
That's right.
Yeah.
So I've been doing radio there now 20 years.
Good grief.
Yeah, I've lived in Spanish for
Congratulations.
26 years.
And you're driving to downtown Salt Lake
I
every day.
am. You should come with me.
We usually
I would love to. We're usually on the river trail together,
That's
but
true.
And what time do you have to be there?
So
What is your call
I
time?
used to do morning show, and then I would have to get up at 3 in the morning and leave my house by 4. And actually, it's kind of cool. There's a sea of secret people out in the early morning hours, and there's like no traffic, and so you're like chill. And then you get home, you can garden and coach and do all the things. Middays, you're like, oh, I'm with everybody else on the road because I'm driving around 8 in the morning, and on the way home, I'm driving home with everybody.
by now you should have a personal driver.
That's right. I was going to talk to Angela about that.
I'll do it. She's in. I'll do
So what are
it.
your hours now?
So I'm still on the air 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Monday
it.
through Friday.
Just go a little
I do
early
have
in
a studio that I built humbly in my house.
I remember you telling us
Yeah,
about
so
that.
I can turn it on and broadcast from my home one day a week.
Oh,
That's
okay,
so
so that's nice.
But I usually, like the next day, I'll have to be in Salt Lake City for another live
So
broadcast.
20 years under your belt. What has been like your favorite thing about it all?
Ooh, so just like what you do every show, getting to know people and connecting with people. And I think when you work in a field that allows you, like you're supposed to, it lets you, the world just seems like, I'll just say this, a much more beautiful place because you get to know that there are so many good and incredible people that are trying to make this world a better place, whether it's in a nonprofit or an agency. And that's a beautiful thing to be exposed to because in our world, we can kind of just be exposed to the hardships in our life and our neighbors and our family, and then whatever information or media we consume and stay there. This is it's pretty magical, and I love giving away trips to Disneyland.
Okay, that, like that.
Yes, please. Yeah, people are like, what? Yeah.
So
yeah.
Rebecca, it seems like everyone is jumping on this trend of the Barbie.
Yes.
Does this sum it up?
The AI Barbie radio queen. Okay, I didn't choose any of that. I did not call myself a radio queen. My coworker Sam up at Bonneville, she created that on AI, and I guess came up with the radio queen.
I love it.
But one of the commenters on my Facebook after sharing it said the face was the face of Wolf Blitzer, I think his name is.
No way.
And I was like,
not.
he's like, doesn't look like you. And I was like, well, it doesn't look like me, but I don't know if it looks like Wolf.
No.
That's the kind of nice comments you get on social media.
Sure.
Yeah.
Isn't it fun to be out there?
My goodness.
You guys haven't made Barbie versions of yourself, AI?
I almost downloaded the app, but then I had to pay for it, and I was like, maybe I'm on the wrong one. But
She is
I think I should.
ChatGPT.
Did she?
Yeah.
Okay.
And,
So
I
maybe
do have a
that's
white
where you
shirt
go.
and blue pants, so that part is realistic.
I would need a Diet Coke on there.
Well, I like
Yours would definitely have a diet.
Is the mug accurate? Mom life rocks.
Oh, yeah, only I would add to that Nona Life Rocks for grandma.
For grandma.
That's what they call you.
I know everyone says it's, the best time. And until you're in it, you don't get it. And then I'm in it, and I have an 8-year-old niece, or pardon me, I'm nervous. Granddaughter just turned 8, and I'm gonna fly to her birthday party.
Oh,
and when I come, the door opens. It's like, no.
I love you so much.
I love that love, and I love to be able to I'm not in charge of homework and all those things. I just am charging a love and encouragement. And I have a 2-year-old grandson who's adorable.
And does he live nearby?
Nope, they're both in Texas. So Charlotte and Charlie in Texas.
So how often do you see them?
I try to see them maybe 5 times a year.
Okay, and
It's
what
not
is
enough.
your trick as a distance, like a distant
Well, I'll
grandma
say
to stay
my
connected?
daughter-in-law is amazing because she'll make sure that we are FaceTiming every other week. She helps send cards. We send cards that way.
Okay.
So we're in the know. And my daughter-in-law sends me photos weekly of the latest activities. So I can always pick up and go, I know what you just got, a life-size cat, or whatever, stuffed animal, kind of a thing. So I think it's hard when your heart is wanting to be there to support your son and daughter-in-law. But, I lived far away from in-laws when I was raising my kids. I didn't have grandparents nearby.
Okay.
Yeah, and so I would really like to be closer. But I have other kids, and maybe they'll bring me some.
Oh, maybe so.
Well, and speaking of personal journeys, tell us about your personal journey with cancer. And
So far, I don't know, knocking on wood. I don't know. I'll just do this. There you go. Let's see. So my first diagnosis was in 2019, stage 2B breast cancer. Got chemo and radiation and surgery, and then it came back, started growing on the opposite side a year later, got that surgically removed. So I am 5 years in remission. In other words, it hasn't come back
anywhere.
The longer you live with estrogen-based breast cancer, the higher the risk that it might come back in time. So that really puts that, it's not like it's behind you. So you have to really engage in living today.
Right.
To make today precious. And
if only we could live with that perspective, just being like, you know what, life is precious. Would I get mad at the same things? Would I do the same things?
I don't know what it is, whether you're a person of faith or what it is that drives your thoughts and perspectives, but there is some purpose in us not knowing all the wise things at all times. We're learning all the way through, and I think having to go through those hard things, and we've all had hard things that we go through over and over again in different ways, we learn from them, and that helps sustain us to keep going forward. It can teach us. So I wish I was wiser and I'd had that perspective, right? But I certainly have it now.
I'm so glad you're healthy.
Thank
5
you.
years is a long time.
I miss running. I
good.
would see you on the trail. I miss my days of running 5 miles.
Well, when
I
you
need
say
to do that.
running, you make it seem like we were both running.
Well, you were walking super fast.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Speed walker.
I was sweating watching her walk.
Speaking of
5
running,
miles.
do you need some cake?
I do.
Of course she
Especially
does.
knowing that this is the 200th episode.
And Natasha's birthday.
Yes. Did you already sing to her?
We haven't because I can't sing, and
We were hoping you
can.
could.
We have a great followers,
Yes,
Rebecca.
I'll sing us out.
Okay.
Oh my God!
But you have to wait though, because
Okay,
we
yes.
still have a few more minutes.
Yes, we
don't
do have a few more minutes. And I was reading about the Eagle Condor and the International Humanitarian Experience. Tell me, I'm
Okay, you
intrigued.
guys all, not this year, but hopefully next year, I want to create all women's trip where we do humanitarian work outside in the hills above Cusco with the Quechua people. And then after we do that for 4 or 5 days, we'll travel to Machu Picchu together.
That
You guys
would
want to
be
come?
so cool.
So Eagle Condor has expeditions in Colombia, Ecuador, and Peru. We also have done in Mexico and a few other countries, and I lead expeditions. And as individuals sign up to go do this, maybe we'll build a greenhouse up in a community that's at 13,000 feet that doesn't have enough oxygen to grow healthy vegetables. So we help the community build it, or maybe we'll do a schoolhouse, or maybe we'll build a well. It's always areas that are very, very far away from the government's health and impoverished areas. And you bring people down, and people pay to have that opportunity, and it's not a lot. Covers their costs, their flight, and then 500 approximately of every trip that is paid for, we put into the bricks or the cement or whatever. And we work side by side with the villagers. They're the ones who ask for the project. We work side by side with them.
Wow.
Within 10 days, you feel incredible. The last one we went to was in Ecuador, in Otavalo, up north with the Otavalan indigenous people in a bilingual Quechua school. And when we got working with them, we took everyone to the Galapagos Islands to snorkel.
Oh my God.
Just
Like
you
a big
speaking,
reward.
I'm just,
I know.
I'm signed up.
We're like, okay, we can.
Spanish is one of my languages of my childhood. So my mom was Mexican American and spoke Spanish in the house mostly when she was angry.
Did she have a
She had a secret. But I do think that having those kind of experiences where you're making life uniquely better for other people is just irreplaceable.
It's another part of the journey.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Giving back.
Oh, you're full of
This
stuff.
is-
We just
yes.
need to have you back more often.
Well, okay, but are we going to sing Happy Birthday then?
Let's sing happy birthday.
Okay.
I think we should.
And Stacy would lead off because she says she doesn't have one.
She loves to sing.
I'll just Google I. Oh my gosh, like,
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Natasha. Happy birthday to you. And I should thank you guys. I mean, I might do radio every day, but what you do for Spanish Fork City is really amazing. Thank you for connecting us
Thanks,
all
Rebecca.
together. Love your studio chatter.
Thank you. Thanks for joining us.
Keeping a program like Studio Chatter going like this takes time and dedication, but we as a community are better because of the stories we share. We end nearly every program with a question like, what did we learn today? After 200 episodes, what have we learned?
That's a deep
That's
question.
deep, isn't it?
But I love
That's
you, ladies.
really, yeah.
You become some of my dearest friends.
Well,
So
and I
Likewise.
Yep. I feel super blessed to work with you and to meet people of the community. I think that that's
Absolutely.
where the story is and the connection.
Because we can come in, we film at night, and I think I've said this before, we can come in and like our energy can be a little down, or we've had long days and our lives are full and maybe we don't want to show up that night. And it starts going, and the energy people bring, it lifts. It does, it lifts, and people leave and we're like,
that was so great.
that was incredible. And their stories are just so touching and influential. And
I agree.
so
How many times have we said, that was the best show,
That was the best
right?
ever, and you can feel the energy. I really do look forward to our time together. You know, oh, is it time? It's
I
time
mean,
to
if you're
go
spending your
filming.
birthday here, that says a lot.
Yep.
It's true. I really do. I mean, this is kind of my outlet. I'm still raising kids. I've been in the communications industry for, years, so keeping my foot in the door and meeting all the new people and all of the things that they offer and bring to the table, literally, and share all of their time and their talents. And as women, I think we all love to chat. anyway. And so sharing stories about our journeys, our health, our homes, our children, and I think kind of sharing that with the community, especially when we're out in the community and they may recognize one of us and be able to talk about something with us and connect. Just it really feels good.
Or they heard something that they didn't know about, and then
Right.
a new business or something, and then they can go.
I'm always surprised.
to be informed.
Yes.
And to have someone like Rebecca Cressman come in, who is so well known in the
She's a legend.
communications world, and to just
Yeah.
that she lives right here in Spanish Fork, comes and shares her story.
She's just
and-
one of us.
Yeah,
I love that.
that's fun.
And sometimes you take it for granted that we're connecting with these people, and then all of a sudden I'll hear, oh my gosh, you interviewed so-and-so, I know them, and then there's a story behind that person. And it really is, it's such a blessing to be able to connect to these people, and that they
we're
inspire
helping
us.
them either build their business or just share the story that's touching to them, and that they leave and they're like, I'm so glad I shared that, it helped me.
Totally, and help someone else,
Right.
whoever is on the receiving end of our shows. Yeah. I'm starting to get a few people here or there like, oh, you're on TV. I mean, it has happened. It was my mother.
She's famous.
But now a little bit more. So, girls.
I find myself often sharing stories. We had a guest on Studio Chatter, and I could tell you about this, or I'll share their information, or it's something that maybe they're interested in, and it kind of, goes that way, and you share it, and then it grows and grows. So
Yeah, and I just assume-
200 feels good.
I assume nobody's watching, and then I'll be saying something like, oh, we had so-and-so on Studio Chatter in the group. Oh yeah, we saw them. I'm like, you're watching? You watch us?
Yes.
We just feel like we're in this little room and
Yeah.
chatted, and then
Yeah.
we're out,
Just
right?
us.
And no one else sees it.
Oh,
And we've loved having Angela join us.
know.
and
Yeah,
what
I'm the baby.
You are.
You've been here
How
for.
has it been? A year and a half? A year?
No, it's been because I graduated in 2022 and I came here
Yeah, 2 years
and
at
I
least.
graduated with my undergrad. So at least 2 years. I've
Are
been
you
here.
kidding?
Yeah.
Okay, then
Right?
it's
Time does
flying
fly.
by.
It is.
Yeah, so I might be like the 50 episode host, and maybe you guys are
you
the
are.
200 episode host.
Oh my
She's got us.
A wonderful asset.
Yeah,
It's
100%.
so
Well,
fun.
Natasha, since it's your birthday, we
Yes.
felt it only appropriate. We usually go to each other's house and drop off a gift, but we thought let's
Let's do
do
it
it
here.
Open it here.
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
share it with.
My love language is gifting.
She's so happy.
We've already
I'm
won.
I'm an only child. I do like gifts. Oh, and it's perfect. Thank you. Oh, yes. Shopping.
Ulta.
Yeah, all the good stuff.
You get all your-
Yay. Oh, thank you. I'm almost embarrassed.
I do get embarrassed when I open gifts as well.
Oh,
Ooh.
very
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
totally pull that
Yes.
off.
Laneige, I will be hiding this from Barrett.
I love
I will
that.
also be hiding this from Barrett.
Yes.
Also,
Oh, my
hiding
gosh.
from her.
All of it.
She will use that up very
So
quickly.
I have a little. That's the spray
the
I
setting
like.
spray, yes.
But I tried to buy the one at Ulta,
aerosol?
the one that you like the smell, and I was like, I hate it. You're like, I love it.
Oh,
That
okay.
smells like aerosol, like hairspray. But Ulta didn't have it.
Oh,
So you got
well, these
one-
are all perfect.
you got
yes,
my
this
favorite.
is definitely
Yeah.
my love language. Thank you all so much.
We love
Thank
you.
you.
And you
birthday.
brought some little
Well,
things.
yes.
Tell
So
us what you
so
brought.
Speaking of gifts, so we kind of did a fun little exercise today, and it started with my kids. So they had birthdays in February and April. And it's kind of like collecting all of the freebies that you can get on your birthday.
Okay.
So if you have a lot of these businesses apps downloaded, you can kind of go on the collection spree. So we started that today. Mine has melted by now, but this is the cherry chai latte. So this was my freebie from Starbucks.
Is it just whatever drink or a certain type?
You can pick whatever you want.
And you have to go on.
And you can pick the venti. You can pick the big one.
And is it on your
Wow.
birthday?
It's so
Or the
that's a
week.
good question.
Or the
So
week
this
of.
one today had to be on my birthday.
Okay.
Sometimes it's the birthday month.
Yeah.
Sometimes there's a couple weeks out. So I know, like with Chick-fil-A, I can still go and get my nuggets like in the next couple of weeks. I can get my freebie at McDonald's like in the next couple of weeks. We did go to Ulta today, and this was my little Olaplex gift set.
Did you have to go today?
So that was, I think that's the birthday month as well. As long as you have things downloaded on your app, so make
So
sure
it's
you're
mainly
checking
app
apps.
related.
Yes, and
Okay.
so I had gone to Sephora earlier, so that was a birthday month, and I had the Summer Fridays, like the lip balm and some moisturizer was in their little kit. Then of course I just brought this to show the Victoria's Secret. So, $10 on your birthday.
Okay.
I'm trying to think, but there is a website. So if you would like to go and look at it, it's actually, this one's coming up on pennyhoarder.com. But if you would like to go to Target, there's discounts, there's freebies, there's 114 places that you can visit and go collect. Oh, so we didn't make time today, but I could have gone to Dutch Bros, free
Yes.
drink today. Crumble, you can still go get a free cookie tonight. So literally you can eat and drink and be merry for the entire month.
For free.
If people
Yes,
aren't
it's your birthday.
taking
If
care
you're
of
not
you,
taking advantage,
take care of yourself.
I guess, yes. Yeah,
For free.
I couldn't, yeah, like even when it started with the kids, they're like, can you drive us to Crumble? Can you drive us there? And I mean, and even we had All About Bundt cakes.
Yeah.
Yes. So it was a free buntlet today. So
Oh my
yes, just
goodness.
make sure that you're checking your apps.
Oh, that's awesome. And so you were doing it with your kids? How
So
are you?
we kind of started the trend with their birthdays. But
Okay.
then they're like, well, what can you get for your birthday? Let's go and see. So yeah.
So do they have to have their birthday in the app or just show up and say that they were?
So some of these, I think, like Barrett, Ulta, she definitely would have had the app for that. So she got Ulta, Sephora. I mean, the things that were important to her.
Okay.
Gunner was more about like
Crumble.
the crumble. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So
Or any
Thanks for
slushy
sharing that.
somewhere.
Yeah.
oh,
That's really.
you know what? I think
really
that's
cool.
actually another one. 7-Eleven was one of them. But yes, it's super fun. Birthdays are fun. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Natasha. Happy birthday.
Thank
Happy
you.
birthday.
And thanks for being here with us. We hope you've enjoyed the conversation. If you learned something new, please tell a friend about us.